Well, welcome back everybody. My name is EXO, and this is SWOSU Esports. This is late night SWOSU Esports actually. It's like 9 p.m. right now. It's always the Rocket League games that are late. But that's fine. I've been so busy and so stressed that it'll be nice to just chill. It'll be so nice. Let me check if I'm doing this right first. Private, join, okay. Okay, so we're good. So yeah, hi everybody. I didn't get to co-cast the Smash game the other day because I was working on my psychology project that I think I talked about last time. It ended up being 11 pages, and it took me 2.5 days to do it. But it's done now. That was due Tuesday. Wednesday was like my day off. I gotta just chill, and then today, well, I didn't actually fully get to chill that day because I had to study for like 5 hours. I wrote myself like a secondary study guide and everything for my psychology exam today. So I took that in the morning. I took a nap, and I was just like perpetually tired. So I'm pretty tired right now, but I'm hoping that this will wake me up. So I'm gonna need to see some awesome games, some super action-packed, over-the-top games, or something like that. But tonight is SWOSU Gray versus Charleton State. It might be Charleston. I don't know. It says spelled wrong. We're gonna say Charleton for now. If it's different, it's different. I'll change it. But since both the Overwatch teams are out of the NECC League, Rocket League is like one of the few left. So it'll be interesting to watch tonight's game. I haven't been playing games like that either. I've been really addicted to a roguelike called Tiny Rogues. I have like 900 hours in The Binding of Isaac, so I'm like a sucker for roguelikes and roguelites. And this one just so happens to be a bullet hell, which is also one of my favorite categories. So, and it has RNG in it, so like why not? So I just unlocked all the classes on that, and I'm working towards 100%ing it. I'm like 85% of the way there. And the runs I have to do aren't, I mean, one of them is going to be pretty difficult, but I've already done a lot of the hard ones, just getting all the characters unlocked. But I'm playing that. I've been playing a game called Ring of Pain. It's like a kind of like a roguelike card game. It's kind of like Slay the Spire in a way. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, it's just been homework. And this weekend, I will be gone. For the first time this semester, under my own accord, I'll actually be going home, which is nice. So, I have to wake up a little early tomorrow, pack my stuff, drive down to Ponca, and then stay there until probably Monday afternoon, or like Monday morning-ish, probably like 12 or 1, drive back here, do my Monday assignment, and then cast Monday night. And then we'll be back to the normal schedule. I do have one other big project due, but it's not due until the 24th. So I don't need to worry about that just yet. But we're just waiting to get into this game. I'm guessing we're waiting on the other team. I've tried joining this private match like 7,000 times already. And it's just not happening, so I'm taking a wild guess that we're just waiting for the other team. We're going to create the lobby, get sent in. They keep changing up their cars again. I believe this one is new. But we are loading into the game. Champions Field. It's just so bland. I'll be honest. I'm not trying to be a hater, but like the underwater one was so cool. Why can't we do that one? Well, that is if I can load in. There we go. Okay. Well, let's get it started, shall we? Dajoto. Everybody's just getting on their teams. We're SWOSU Orange tonight, apparently. All right, here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's see what these teams can get up to. I really hope my game is not buffering the entire night. That kind of suck. But from the side of TXE, we're just going to call them that. They have Streak, Boss Gamer, and Scene. And of course, Scene with the special character and the numbers, like a Call of Duty name. Hayes with a nice block. Seeing if they can convert that into anything. But Hayes does get taken out by Scene, but Applebee's Bandit's just going to send it straight into the goal. And right off the bat, within 30 seconds, SWOSU are taking the first goal, getting the first goal, rather. Taking a 1-0 start. It's ideal to get off to a hot start in a game like this where the game could end 2-1. So good stuff from SWOSU. Good stuff from Applebee's Bandit. Nice shot selection. Quick just hits the ball away from TXE a little bit. Applebee's Bandit's going to skew it off up a bit so it doesn't actually go into the goal. I'd label that as a save, but the game won't. Now Hayes with the ball. Trying to get something done. Streak will stop him, but he's going to back it in, trying to moonwalk this ball into the goal. Unfortunately, will not find purchase, but now it's in the hands of Quick. Or in the tires of Quick, I should say. There's always someone on one of these teams that just has a goofy name. I don't mean goofy in like a derogatory way. I just mean it's funny. But Boss Gamer 91, it's pretty awesome. I mean, we have Applebee's Bandit. That's pretty goofy. Speaking of Applebee's Bandit, he just barely missed that. Hit it up a little bit too high, and Scene will go ahead and score for TXE, evening out the scoreline. Seems to be a C9 fan. It is kind of interesting that he doesn't have the same clan tag, or whatever it's called on this, as his teammates. But, I mean, I follow Cloud9 loosely. Not in Rocket League if they have a team, but like Cloud9 used to have a really nice Counter-Strike team back when it was Go. Now not so much. Their Valorant team's actually doing pretty well so far. I mean, they have Oxy. He's the future. I love Oxy. He's just a little demon. All right, well, Applebee's Bandit's going to have to save this one, and he actually does get taken out by Streak. I didn't realize that that was like a tactic, but that will be another score for the side of Charleton State. I'm going to just say that. If it's wrong, that is what I was told. I don't know what the TXE stands for. So SWOSU losing the lead. But plenty of time to bring it back. I feel like it's very uncommon to see teams just absolutely dominate another team. Like in this game, it's always like 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 3-3, 3-4. It's never like 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. Never happens. Boss Gamer Man is actually going to save the ball for SWOSU as Quick just gets it out of there. Pretty rough. Quick actually had a pretty good shot on that, but it did get hit away from the side of Charleton. Now they're going to have to block that, and Scene will get it blocked. And Boss Gamer will score once again for Charleton State, increasing that lead over SWOSU Gray to 3-1. So here's where it can spiral, though. SWOSU need to start getting some points on the board, or else this will just be an insanely hard comeback. So getting a score within like the next 45 seconds would be ideal. Because if you don't start scoring, I mean, at bare minimum, you're fighting for overtime. It's really difficult to just find that in this game, but they do have 2 minutes to go. Let's see what they can accomplish. There are two over here. See if they can set anything up, and Quick finds it, and he does find it. He finds the angle. Quick thinking and quick decision-making out of Quick himself. Scoring SWOSU another point. They lessen the lead to only 1. So that's kind of what I was talking about. Now it's like it feels more comfortable. You only need to score 1 to bring it to overtime, and then it's like an even playing field. But when you're 2 down, it's like, okay, one of these points could take like multiple minutes. Getting another one, you don't have multiple minutes. Quick with the ball. Just gonna mess it up a little bit. Scene's looking for something. Hayes is trying to block it, but I think everyone's just whiffing a little bit right now. Hayes hits the ball out of C's hands. Streak looking to do something. All three defenders here, but it goes through all three of them as Boss Gamer once again scores for Charleton State. This guy's carrying the team on his back right now. I think he scored 3 out of 4 of their goals. So once again, it's another situation where SWOSU need to get a score in like the next 30 seconds to feel somewhat comfortable about this. Let's see if they can. Let's see if they've got that dog in them. I promise I'm just tired. Maybe I need to like, maybe I need to be more energetic. Maybe I need to like, maybe it's me, honestly. Maybe I'm just the ultimate curse. If I wasn't casting this right now, they'd be up like 8-0, I bet. As I yawn in the mic. All right, well, boss. Oh, Streak touched that in the last second. That's going to be another score for Charleton State. Bring the lead up to 3 over SWOSU. They're going to probably have to score within like the next 10 seconds for a chance on this one. And this is one of those snowbally games where if you get off to a good start, it's really, really hard to claw it back for the other team. Applebee's Bandit had a good idea, but Streak was just sitting in the goal already waiting for it. Just about 30 seconds left in this first game. Hayes gets annihilated by Streak. Scene gets taken out by Quick, though. Or sorry, Scene. Whatever. You know what I mean. 15 seconds. SWOSU are going to have to get something done. That was a pretty good attempt, but went off to the side. 10 seconds now. I mean, it's just a rough first game, you know. It's the warm-up. The ball's still up in the air, but it will hit the ground. And Charleton State will be taking the first map. First game. Okay, he only had 2. I thought he had 3. Okay. So SWOSU Gray started off really well, but just could not keep that momentum. So they start down in this series, 0-1. This is a 1-3, best of 5. I think it's the stage. If they were playing underwater, the underwater stage, whatever that is, the underwater stadium, I should probably figure out the real name of it. I probably won't. If they were playing on that, it gives a buff. It's like a secret buff. Nobody knows about. Except for me, of course. All right, game number 2, 5 minutes on the clock, a fresh slate. Let's see what SWOSU can get done. Oh, I should probably go to AutoCam. I was like, I can't believe I didn't notice that like the miles per hour was in the bottom right this entire time. Well, on AutoCam, you don't. Hayes looking for a finish. Does get blocked by Streak. Good try from Hayes, though. Quick will hit the ball all the way over, but Streak will be there to block it. Quick doesn't have his teammates right next to. Oh, well, I say that. I can't really see behind me, so Hayes is there to try to help him. The ball will be taken out of their hands. Now Scene looks to try to get something set up. Hayes is going to have to block it. The ball blocks itself, actually. And Scene misses it. He's going back around, though. Applebee's Bandit with the save. Trying to just knock this ball out of their side of the field. He will take it all the way. Quick maybe looking for a setup for Hayes, but he's just a little bit off. Now they're going to have to play defense. The ball was off just a little bit, so Applebee's Bandit, pretty easy time getting that. Oh, everybody missed the ball, but there's nobody defending right now. Quick is going to have to get this ball out of here. And he will. Scene will hit it back, though. Applebee's Bandit will hit it back. So this is one of those neutral games I talked about, where not a whole lot happens. It's going to be like a 1-0 or like a 2-1 scoreline. All three SWOSU defenders at the goal. They managed to block it. The ball is still over on their side. Applebee's Bandit going to get taken out by Scene. And Hayes got to block that, and he does. So they've been really good defensively this game so far. Nothing's really going through. Just under 3 minutes now. 2 minutes of neutrality. Applebee's Bandit once again with the save. Sorry, these pauses are me yawning. That is very unlucky for Boss Gamer. And Scene's trying to hit it in, but Applebee's Bandit will actually just stop that from going in. That is incredibly unlucky from Charleston State, I'm not going to lie. But SWOSU managed to save it. I'm kind of shocked that the goal line isn't like at the front of it. So in real soccer, it typically is. Just a little too shallow as nobody's there to defend. Okay, Quick. Quick will be there. Quick's the main man. 2 minutes on the clock. No scoring so far. And Applebee's Bandit just goes the wrong way. Boss Gamer will score once again for Charlton State, getting them the first point on this game. First point on the board for this game, rather. Now SWOSU are going to have to get something going. Not a whole lot of time left, just under 2 minutes. They've got some breathing room, but they can't let this snowball. Ooh. Nice move from Sir Applebee's himself. Scene's going to try to go for a shot, but Applebee's Bandit will save it. All of the quietness is usually just me yawning. I swear naps are like the bane of my existence. The idea is so nice. I'm like, oh, I'm super tired. I'm super cozy. I can just take a nap. I don't have anything to do today for a bit. And then I go take a nap. I wake up, and I'm just so exhausted. And on top of that, I'm like extremely disoriented too. Like, I'm trying to remember my name. I don't even dream. Hayes with the save. I don't even dream or anything. I just wake up, usually like super sweaty, super just out of it. But the feeling of like going to take a nap and falling asleep in the middle of the day is like heavenly. Speaking of heavenly, I don't even know where I was going with that. Less than 30 seconds, less than 20 seconds on the clock now. SWOSU are really going to have to start kicking this into gear, no pun intended. Going to have to find this goal pretty soon. They have 10 seconds left, or until the ball touches the ground. Let's see if they can get it done. Looks like it will touch the ground. So that's Charlton State taking a 2-0 lead over SWOSU Gray. It was one of those games. It was just 0-1. But Boss Gamer, this guy's been an absolute menace. He's been most of their team. Also, this Tokyo Drift soundtrack goes hard. It's the only Fast and Furious movie I've seen, and I thought I would like it. It just wasn't that good, I'm going to be honest. I feel like the Tokyo Drift movies aren't meant to be good. They're just meant to be iconic. Kind of like the Minecraft movie. I keep hearing that the Minecraft movie is just terrible for like people who actually know Minecraft. But people also said that the Super Mario Bros. Movie was terrible, and that movie was awesome. It was just like, I guess it wasn't like game accurate. Hold on. All right, there we go. Hayes right off the bat scoring 13 seconds into the game. They want to avoid this sweep at all costs. So Hayes just taps it in. That's a good start for SWOSU. But, like, I guess if we're going, like, 1 of 1 to the game, the Mario movie wasn't perfect, but it had, like, a storyline, a plot. I mean, Jack Black playing Bowser was funny. Unfortunately, Jack Black plays Jack Black in every single movie he's in. I did like School of Rock, though. That was good. And I don't like the Jumanji remakes, like Jumanji 2 or whatever, or 3. I know there are multiple. But the original Jumanji was one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie for my entire childhood. It was such a cool concept. Quick, good save. All right. Hayes actually kind of hits it back. They're going back and forth around it, but not a whole lot done from either of them. Oh, as I say that, Boss Gamer is going to find the angle again, scoring once more for this team. This guy, I think out of like, what, the 6 goals they've scored, he's had like 4 or 5 of them. This guy really is putting the team on his back. So the score is evened up with 4 minutes to play. I wouldn't say what a save to that. It was a good save, though. I love how everything is just super over-exaggerated through the announcers. What a save! And he's going like 6 miles an hour. Applebee's Bandit, though, speaking of just good stuff overall, he found the angle. There's nobody protecting this whatsoever. Not a singular soul. He just took that from one side to the other side. SWOSU Gray regaining the lead. They are not going down without a fight. I will say this game does feel, this game in particular at least, like not this match, but like this series, has felt rather technical with like all the setups and stuff. I'm seeing like 2 or 3 bounce passes, like some pretty good defense overall. Maybe not that one so much, but overall it's been pretty nice. Pretty low scoring matches, but it's fun. Three minutes on the clock. Can SWOSU maintain this lead? Ooh, okay, that one deserves it. That was a really nice save from Quick. That was almost inside the goal. Can they make anything happen on the back of that? As I yawn again for the 15th time tonight, this session, this casting session. All right, so the ball's over on the other side. Seam's going to have to block that, but Hayes is just with the follow-up. That's going to be another score for SWOSU, bringing the lead to 3-1. Now, if I was Charleton, I'd start getting worried. Once you know, if there's a 1-goal difference, it's fine. If there's a 2-goal difference, you start getting worried. Let's see if they can keep this momentum up, though. It's looking really good from SWOSU this game. Bit of aggression coming out from Scene. Got tired of Quick blocking everything. And to be honest, I can't blame him. Quick almost actually just makes a goal. It was off by a little bit. Applebee's Bandit's going to have to really play defense here. Quick and Hayes are there to back him up. Another yawn. That's yawn 16. I don't know why I'm yawning like 9 p.m.'s late for me. I go to bed at like 4 in the morning. I get my second win like right after this. It's like 11. I get my second win, and then I'm just good for the night. Minute 20 on the clock. Quick goes for the finish and does not find it, unfortunately. SWOSU still hold this 2-point lead, though. I mean, honestly, at this point, do you just play defense?
60 seconds left on the clock.
I don't know how good that strategy would be. Hayes tries to find it, gets blocked almost in the goal. So under a minute left now. Scene once again, just he's like this is like demolition derby to him. It's not even about soccer, it's about taking out other cars. Boss Gamer's gonna score again for Charleton. SWOSU is still in the lead, but this guy seems to be finding every single angle. The handoff from Streak. So now 37 seconds left. SWOSU are going to have to maintain this lead. If they score again, it could potentially be an overtime thing. Streak tries to set something up, but that's going to be denied. 30 seconds left now. Streak once again trying to set something up, but just going to get caught in midfield. Boss Gamer's looking for the setup, and it just hits the top of the goal. That's unfortunate for Charlton State. They have 5 seconds to get something done. Streak is looking to try to get a setup, and Boss Gamer tries hitting it in, but it will get blocked by Applebee's Bandit. And Scene will keep it alive for now, but that's all they can do. So SWOSU Gray finally landing on their feet in a game. They are still down 2-1 in the series, but they stay afloat for now. Let's see if they can bring it back. The reverse sweep is a possibility. They just need to lock in. I know they can do it. All right, so a game 4. Let's see if SWOSU can make the dream a reality. We are off. Sorry, I'm getting messaged about family things. Oh, okay, well, that can wait, actually. Applebee's Bandit's just going to go in. First score on the board for SWOSU early in this game. 13 seconds, and SWOSU are already up 1-0. They woke up. They found their groove. I'll be honest. Okay, we're back. Enough yapping on the little magic box in my pocket. Back to casting. Hayes gets taken out. Everybody's looking for a goal in SWOSU. Nobody finds it. However, Quick looks like he wants to do this by himself. The alley-oop to himself. Hayes is there to help him as well. And Applebee's Bandit finds the angle. There you go. 2-0 for SWOSU. Looking very, very good. 72 miles an hour. I keep forgetting to look at that. I will be right back 1 second. It is very loud in this arena. Okay, I could hear the sound from the arena instead of my headphones, so I turned it down a little bit. And I missed Boss Gamer 5151 doing it again. This guy is an absolute legend. I don't know. He's been going crazy this entire game. Maybe he's like their main hitter or something. So that'll be a point on the board for Charleton. SWOSU still hold the lead, though. Still 4 minutes on this game. See if SWOSU can get done. They're all set up over here on this side of the field. I bet there's like a derby mode in this game. You just blow each other up. I'm sure of it. It's got to be a thing. No way you have a game with cars that can blow each other up and you don't have a derby game. Quick's going to have to save that. He does. Great save out of Quick. That could have potentially tied this game up, and I would have been a lot more worried than I am now. Okay, so let me just stop speaking. I'm just going to put a muzzle on for the rest of the time. Boss Gamer's going to get his 1,000th point this series. They're going to tie this series up. I wonder how many... Let's see. He had 2 in the first game. 1 in the second game. I think... No. He's got to have like 7 or 8 at this point. He's gotten pretty much every single one of their points. Hayes just a little bit off of that finish. Had the angle set up and everything. Nobody was blocking that except for himself. And that's just going to be a tip into the goal by Streak. Now I start getting worried. So SWOSU lose the lead about halfway through. Charleton State getting that ball in. Bring the lead 3-2. This is the highest scoring game so far, I believe. It's always it always has to heat up. The first couple of games, it's like 1-0, 2-1, as I said. And Streak is just going to score again. So that increases their lead to 4-2. SWOSU potentially sleeping on defense a little bit here. Quick tried saving it, but he was just a little bit too late and a little too low. Now SWOSU are really going to have to put something together here. That is not what you want to see. So Boss Gamer is going to go ahead and score for his millionth time in this series. Bring the lead 5-2. They've got to lock this ball down coming out of the beginning thing. Let's see what their adaptation is. Half of the time is gone now. Scene will be taking out Hayes, and Applebee's Bandit will find the angle. All right, they're just trading blows back to back. Another point to SWOSU, bringing the lead only down to 2. It's still very doable. There's over 2 minutes left. We've had like 3 or 4 points in the last like 30 seconds. This is good. Unfortunately, they're from the wrong side, but nevertheless, Streak looks to set something up. Defenders are kind of out, but Hayes will save it. Gotta use that boost to get the ball out of there. A block by Applebee's Bandit. Hayes is going to get it out of the goal again. It's very scary. 2 minutes on the clock now. And another save, this time from Applebee's Bandit. They're just playing this defensive game. They're going to have to get on some offense eventually. But like, here's my issue with Rocket League. At this point, you're the team with 5 points. You're up by 2. There's no point in being offensive. Just like play defense, right? Surely if you have 3, like you already have the lead. Unless you just want to get a higher lead. If you have the lead, then why wouldn't you just like lock down the defense and fully stop them from scoring? Like with 3 cars, I feel like that'd be pretty easy, but I don't know. I don't know much about this game, so take everything that I say with like 0.7 credibility. In other words, don't believe anything I say. It's just an idea. 1 minute on the clock. Applebee's Bandit trying to set up quick, but he just gets it off a little bit. Kind of gets shanked off to the side. The old volleyball terms. Now we got a minute left. SWOSU down by 2. They're going to really have to start picking this up. But in a position like this, it's just so difficult because if what I said is true, they're just going to be playing defense, make it really hard to score. Oh, God. Quick. Thank you. Quick saves it. Just over 30 seconds. SWOSU need to score like right now. To have a fighting chance, they need to score like right now. And it's unfortunately just on the wrong side of the field. Hayes will take one out. Applebee's Bandit's going to have to save that. 20 seconds. $13. 10 seconds. I'd tilt. I'll be honest. I would tilt. All right, so now the ball's up in the air. They're going to have to score 2 points with the ball up in the air. I don't think it's going to happen, and that's going to be this series getting taken by Charleton State, 3-1 over SWOSU Gray. All right, they left immediately. No GGs, no nothing. So I'm not 100% sure what that means for playoff stuff, but that was the only game tonight. An unfortunate loss. The comeback was happening, and then it didn't, unfortunately. But that's all I got for tonight. I don't think we don't have anything tomorrow. I won't even be here for this weekend. So I should be back next Monday with some GAC Overwatch. and I got kicked from the party. They hate me. All right, well, thank everybody for watching. Everyone have a great night.